Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 27th of March. It's not Bitcoin as usual. Last week you broke below this trend line, which is quite well documented. It was retested there and there, and broke through. Now it's broken back up again. Since the peak here, which I sort of forecast fairly accurately, we had a fairly standard ABC correction. I mean, it wasn't standard in the sense that the C wave was a bit short compared to the A wave, but it saw a low. I was looking for an ABC, but not new highs. That made it an irregular correction. So ideally we'd seen a move to here, then either a triangle may form, which obviously hasn't, or we'd see a C wave equal to the A wave, but that also hasn't happened. And we've got a more unusual form with an irregular high. Now another ABC, with a fairly decent bounce coming in fact, from the low at 50,296. I'm now up around $4,000 from that point. Sorry, a bit more than that, $4,700 from that point. Is the correction over? It's hard to say really, because the form of the current rally has yet to show any kind of pattern to give us much, or give me any much enthusiasm that we're actually in a new impulsive move. So here's a 5-minute chart. I mean, there's a possible 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be a 1 and a 2, ABC 2. I mean, that could be a 1, I suppose. 2. I mean, again, see the 5 wave forms are just missing completely, really. I mean, 1, 2. It could be a 3, I suppose, but 4 and 5. But there really isn't a huge amount of to hang your hat on, as it were. If that is a 1 and a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, this looks corrective. So again, we've got a bit of a spike here with this trend line. So I think at the moment the trend looks up, but we're not getting clear patterns to really confirm that. I mean, okay, you shouldn't really expect clear patterns, perhaps, at least not all the time. We had so much clarity before. Maybe it's, as I've been saying for a while, a bit of sort of murky behaviour, or less clear signals. But that's encouraging. This ABC is encouraging that we're actually going higher from here. So shorter term, yes, it looks pretty good. If this trend line can now hold, that would also be a big positive. So there certainly are positives. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin were in fact to start motoring ahead now, and that we may have seen an A, B, C decline, irregular obviously, and that we're now going up. But this could be virtually anything at this point in time. I thought we'd see a bigger C wave decline. Even if this C wave were to equal the A wave, then support's around 47,000. So we're still a fair way off that level. We never saw that come in. But it's a very irregular affair, and it makes it difficult to forecast what's going on. But I say there are shorter-term positives. It's looking encouraging, no more than that, and we might be seeing something that could show better legs next week, perhaps. Anyway, just to sort of clarify my favourite kind of moment, I guess, is that we have seen an ABC decline. I mean, it's a bit flaky because this rally is yet to really show any true form. The other problem we have is that if this is a wave 4, correcting the whole wave 3 we've seen, then it's only retraced about around 30% of the decline, which is pretty subnormal. So it may be that the count is awry in some way, i.e. that this is not the wave 4, it's something else, but quite what I'm not too sure. These are Fibonacci retracement levels based on the whole wave 3 rally. So, and the fact this is such a subnormal move is also of concern. Anyway, we are back above the trend line. It has been well documented. We have got a buy signal as such. Just like the edit waves to fall into line, so we can get a better idea of the longer term picture. For now, let's go on to Ethereum. Well, Ethereum still looks better than Bitcoin, as I've been saying for a while. Again, a very subnormal ABC though, although it did retrace a larger percentage, so we did at least get below the 38.2% and took some between 38.2 and 50%. Also got 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now a ABC decline, which bounced off the 61.8% retracement level of this rally. So it counts well as a 1 and a 2. And we have the same kind of slightly dithery rally coming in. Let me go down to a 5-minute chart. Which again, it does look pretty impulsive in fact. It looks relatively impulsive. But it's hard to really count anything too impressive here. I mean, that could be a 1-2, I suppose. Another big 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. Then we get a 1. I mean, this looks pretty good. This looks like it could be something of a third wave. But there really is not a great deal of form there to hang your hat on again. But it is looking impressive. We've got an ABC decline at the moment. So although the Elliott wave counts are lacking, this looks like it might want to continue. Bounce off this triangular trend line that I put in. Not that that's been well documented. But again, I think it looks like it's going higher. But it's without a clear wave count, I'm less trusting of these things. But so Bitcoin says the same. So I think it's likely we're going to see higher prices. But these things are probabilities, obviously, and not definites, as it were. Gold is rather similar, really. We've got 5 bits up here. That's fairly clear. A bit subnormal at the beginning, but it counts. ABC down for a 2 wave, which is fine. But this is all a bit dithery. And this is also inconclusive. I mean, okay, we've got a few spikes here, but not much is really happening. So again, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to collapse at the moment, particularly, although we could do, I think. But we need a solid thrust really to confirm that we have entered a bullish period, and we're not really seeing that at the moment. We're just sort of drifting along. At least with the cryptos, we are seeing some positive moves continuing, not ideally, but continuing. And gold is just in the doldrums really. I've got a small long position, with the stops below the lows here. So I'm in some small profit, but it's not terribly exciting. Anyway, that's all I can say on gold really. So I'll look at silver. Silver's more negative. We had an ABC rally here. Now silver's fallen back. 1, 2, possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, got 5 down to there. So one more low might be so important to make a fifth wave for this sell-off. A decent spike here, of course. So yeah, there's potential, but it's again yet to be confirmed really on silver. FTSE actually retested the 61.8 fib at 6617 and bounced quite nicely from there. Again, there's no real wave counts here of any great note. Everything looks like an ABC or no clear 5s really, but this may be the start of something interesting. And we have also broken above the upper boundary of this triangle. And we've done that a few times, of course. We did it here, here, here briefly. So, but this one looks like it might have better legs perhaps because we saw such a decent rally off the actual fib itself. So this rally is worth watching. Let's have a look at the 5-minute chart here just to compare. We'll get a better idea of the form of the rally. So we have got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bit of a rising wedge fifth there, in fact. So, but that may mean we've got a correction coming in next week, which may find support at this upper trend line of the triangle. And if it does so, then that could be a good buying opportunity on FTSE. So look out for that next week. And as it happens, the trend line actually corresponds almost with the 38.2% fib at 6694. There's only about 5 points between that. So there is quite strong support here. So we did see an ABC correction down to this level, and we saw a bounce. That would be quite a good buying opportunity, I think, on FTSE. Well, on the DAX, we have the 5 waves up here. That's a 1, ABC 2, 5 waves here for a 3, and now an ABC, rather truncated ABC, ABC down to here, falling between just above the 30.2%, so about 30% down. We now made new highs, so this looks like a 5th wave coming in. So just to reiterate that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It may of course have a lot further to go. I mean, even the one wave was let's see, 13,000 to about 800 points. So on that basis, we still have another 200 or 300 points to go. I think a bit more than that, in fact. It's probably a fib chart, isn't it? But it's currently no form. Let me just expand this chart, get under a 5-minute chart again to show the wave pattern a little more clearly, which there isn't really one to look at particularly. I suppose that could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 maybe, 2. This could be something on a third wave. It's there is no clear count there. It's one of those reports where no Elliott wave patterns at all seem to be evident at the moment on any market I look at particularly. But you know, there is a 5-wave count in the longer term, but the more recent action seems to be undefinable to an extent. But I expect this to go further based on the wave, the previous wave. There was a 5-wave here actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the shorter term, so maybe some kind of pullback on Monday is likely before we go higher. But I think we're going to see higher prices on this market. The Dow's identical really. We have the 5 waves here, 1, ABC 2, 5 waves here for a 3, although the 4, which is what this thing here is, it doesn't quite overlap. Actually, I think it kisses the top of the 1 wave, but that can still be a 4. And again, we've got this pattern, this sharp recovery, very similar to the DAX, in fact, which could be a wave 5 coming in on the Dow. Again, very hard to count this move here. I mean, could be a 1, 2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly a 5 up to there for a 3, and then an irregular 4, and then there could be a 5th wave. So although I think we'll probably see new highs, it maybe we've got a correction to come first on the Dow, which makes it a very similar count to the DAX. On a 30-minute chart on the Nasdaq is quite interesting. We've got the 5 waves up here. We will discuss that. We've now got an ABC down to here, which just kisses a 61% retracement. I know it says 38.2, but that's the other way around, as it were. So this could be a good rally coming in fact. I thought we might fall away here, but we have got a clear 5, clear 3, ABC, and we're now moving ahead. So again, the equities look pretty positive at the moment. So I think we've got some good action to come in the next few weeks probably. Maybe some kind of blow off top. I mean, it could be quite a profitable time to be long, I think, at the moment. But I think when the peak comes, it'll probably be quite a savage reversal. But from what level, I'm not going to say. I don't have any idea where it might go to at the moment, but it does look positive at the moment. So on that happy note, I think I'll call it a day. I found it interesting and useful. I'll back the report on Tuesday. Subscribers, have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.